Hi, I'm Trixie Simons. I blog hand sewing projects for parents and children at my blog Coloured Buttons, and today I'm going to teach you how to sew a running stitch. So here I have my two pieces of felt. I'm ready to sew them together. I've drawn a line on them here, which is often really a good way for kids when they sew so they can see where they're going. I have my threaded needle. I've got it's doubled over and knotted at the end. This is a little bit shorter than I would usually use when I'm sewing, but this is just so that you can see how to begin and end your sewing. So you just lift the top piece of felt up, and I'm going to bring my needle from underneath onto the line and bring it to the top of the felt. Okay, my first stitch, I'm just going to go backwards. That's about 1/2 centimetre, and I'm going to bring my needle and go forwards, and I'm going to come out on exactly the same spot I started. This is an anchor stitch to make sure that your two bits of felt stay nice and snugly together, and I'm just going to do exactly the same thing, another stitch on top of it, and this time I'm just going to bring my needle up onto the line again about 1/2 centimetre in front of the last stitch, and pull your needle. So there we have a nice double stitch to begin my sewing. Again, just anchors the two bits of felt together. You're always going to start and end your work, your running stitch, with an anchor thread like this, an anchor stitch. So to do my first running stitch, I'm going to put my needle about 1/2 centimetre in front of where the thread came out of the felt. I'm going to put it into the felt, and as soon as I feel the table, I'm going to push my needle up through the felt and pull. Okay, again, about 1/2 centimetre in front of where the thread came out of the felt. I'm going to put my needle in, and as soon as I feel the table, I'm going to push the needle up, and as you can see, I sort of squish the felt a little bit, so it makes it easier to pull the needle through the thread. Okay, and you're going to keep on going like that, one stitch at a time. Needle in, feel the table, squish the felt a little bit, and pull through. Okay, you can do the size of your stitches any size you want. If you want to make your stitches a bit smaller, you can. If you want to make the space between your stitches a bit smaller, you can too, but try to keep them the same length. Well, squish, pull. Okay, when you're doing your stitching, if you find that your felt is all wriggling up and squishing, you don't want it like that. You just want to flatten your felt out, so it's a nice flat line of stitching. And I'm going to keep on going, and I always tell the girls in my class, when you have about that much thread left, and that's about 5 or 6 centimetres, you want to end your thread. And to do that, you do exactly the same as you did at the beginning. I'm going to go back about 1/2 centimetre, and I'm going to bring my needle up through that same place where my thread came out. I'm going to do a double stitch, another stitch on top of that. And again, that's just to end your thread and to make sure it's nice and secure, and to get rid of the tail, because you don't want to cut it off here. You're just going to bring it through into between the two bits of felt, pull it through, and you're just going to snip it off. Okay, nice line of running stitches, secured at the beginning and the end with a double stitch, and now you're ready to begin your next continue your line of running stitch, and again, beginning and ending with a double stitch. Thank you.